So I'm having to refilm this bit because the original clip I did, long story, but it didn't really turn out very well. What you're looking at here is a new Remington 870 I just got a couple of days ago. Um, so the thing is, um, up until 2007, the Remington 870 was a fantastic shotgun. After 2007, a I don't know how to put a conglomerate or whatever called Freedom Group took the reins at Remington, and quality went all to shit. The main points of concern, as far as I'm aware, is the finish is extremely rust prone. The extractor here is an MIM part, metal injection molded, and they're known to wear pretty quickly. Sometimes they have issues right out of the box. And then the third thing is the chamber itself. In manufacturing, there might be burrs or ridges of sorts inside the chamber that can also contribute to extraction issues because the shells kind of just get stuck. Um, so what I did today was I took this out to the range to put it through its paces with some 7.5 shot, 2 3/4 inch shells by Federal. Um, I grabbed a 100 round box on my way out there, and yeah. So I'm gonna have some footage after this. I didn't film all of it. I had around 50 shells out there. Um, and yeah, you'll see in the footage how that went, and then I'll do a little more talking afterwards. Um, as far as a roadmap for getting this thing in proper order, um, I am going to replace that extractor with an aftermarket one by Volquartsen that's not MIM. Sorry, I went to laugh and then realized that my throat needed cleared. I'm also going to get a shorter barrel because by default this is like a 26-inch or something. Um, totally overkill. I'm going to get an 18.5 from a third-party brand. So hopefully they shouldn't have the issues with the chamber that some of the Remington barrels do. I will say that I checked mine out pretty thoroughly before I took it out to the range, and I couldn't find any burrs or ridges in there. I just kind of scraped over all of it that I could with my fingernail to see if anything caught, and it seemed pretty smooth to me, and you'll see in the footage that the shotgun ran fine. So as far as the chamber goes, I think I got lucky with mine. Um, and Freedom Group doesn't have Remington anymore. I don't know if whoever took over now is any better. I'm going to caution against assuming that they are. Um, but yeah, the shorter barrel. Oh, a magazine tube extension. I'm going to do that as well. Um, some good sling swivels for it, and perhaps a barrel clamp rail mount for a flashlight. And that was about all that I can remember. The mag tube extension comes with a new spring and follower, so that won't be a concern. Um, oh, right. The shell lifter thing here. Um, I might also get a new increased power spring for it, because the police model or whatever of the 870 has a heavier spring in it. Um, it just makes it handle heavier loadings better, which, I'm going to keep this thing sitting around with a double op buck in it. That's a heavier loading, so I might do that as well. Um, and as for the finish, I was thinking about picking up Duracoat's Durapark, just because I love the Parkerized look, and also, I mean, I am Parker, of course, so everything must look at least Parkerized. Um, anyways, I'll shut the fuck up. We'll get on with the range footage and then some conclusions after that. So, as you saw, it went well. I put about 50 of those shells through it. Not a problem. Um, so, I got lucky. But I'm still going to say don't be me. When you do your research, quote unquote, before buying a new gun, um, don't just look at things like how many shells does the tube hold, what gauge or caliber is it, etc. Unfortunately, you need to know more than that. Because had I known about the Freedom Group thing, I would have just gone with a Mossberg 500 or 590. And if you're looking for a 12 gauge pump, that's what I'm going to recommend to you. Um, if you have zero intentions whatsoever of using it for defense or competition or hunting, then a Maverick 88 or like a Turkish import would be fine. But if you actually do have any of those uses as a possibility in mind, get a 500 or 590 and just call it a day. And this is also a reminder that you can't trust reviewers because there are a lot of people that still say the 870 is an American classic and the premium alternative to a 500 or 590. And again, that hasn't been true since 2007. So if you've seen any reviewers saying shit like that post 2007 and they don't tell you about the Freedom Group thing, then I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that reviewer they're taking the money and they're telling you what Remington wants you to hear. Um, it sucks that it is that way sometimes, but it is. So yeah, be careful out there. I'm still going to put in that extractor I was talking about, the Volquartsen one, and yeah, change out the barrel and put in a new magazine extension. I need to put some sling swivels on it as well. Um, I think I was also going to get a barrel clamp rail mount thing so I can put a flashlight on it. But that should be about it. That's probably all I'm going to do with this thing. And I'll go ahead and, film all that as well because content. Why not? But, anyways, I'll see you around.